Okay, this is a program that is happening here on your campus, February 26th, next Wednesday. There is a money, means, and margin workshop for you, and it is free. And lunch should be provided in any of these workshops. So if you will be on campus on Wednesdays, go to this. If you live in the area, go come on campus, have lunch here, and learn about money means. You can always learn something, so every time you can learn. I used to, my classes were on Wednesdays, so I would come, go to these classes, workshops, learn something, share it with my students, and go teach. Okay, so everybody can learn. That's why you're here. All right. So let's check in, see how we are doing. And we want to start off with, who's starting us off with the check-ins for today? Let's see here, who's here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Javier, check in, tell us something good.
I finished the essay.
You finished an essay? Yeah, when you get the grade?
I don't know, it was good yesterday.
But you got it in,
Yeah.
all right, good. Was it like the first essay for the semester? You was like, how many pages or how long did it have to be?
It wasn't bad, it was like 540 words. That was
540?
That was the minimum.
Okay, that's good. All right, so anybody who's been procrastinating, doing your essay, just do it, okay? It's not as bad as you think. All right, Samaria. Nope. Arlie? Arely? A-R-E-L-Y. Hon.
Yeah.
How do I say it?
Home.
Honk, thank you, sorry. Tell us something good.
We got a new PS5.
New PS5?
Yeah.
All right, you got something? He's happy, make him smile. All right, Grecia. Grecia, Grecia, G-R-E-C-I-A. Nope. All right, Leah. Hey, tell us something good.
I got 100 on my classes.
I had 100, yeah, she does her curls at the same time, yes. That makes me feel happy too. All right, Anthony.
Here.
Tell us something good.
I still have all A's in my classes.
I still have all A's, yes. And make that your standard for the rest of your whole academic career. Haley. Jose.
Yeah.
Tell us something good.
Last week I went to the movie.
Oh, he went out to the movies. Was it pre-Valentine's?
It's called Hard Eyes. It's a horror movie. Kind of like Valentine's.
Oh, wow. Horror movies for Valentine's. That's different. Back in the day, Valentine's movie was only the ones that make you want to cry and like, oh, you know, make you feel good inside. So now it's horror. Interesting. All right, and Haley. I think I said Haley already, right? Jose, or you're Jose. Ansley.
Going to church.
Going to church. Where tonight?
One day.
Wednesday nights.
Wednesday nights. All right, mine's Bible study tonight. So, all right. Did you sing? Sing in the choir? She was a choir girl. All right. Cool. All right, Sade. Not in the building. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 5. All right. So, before we continue, our lesson for today is on time. Jonathan? Nope. Not Jose, it's Jose. Anthony, okay, Anthony. Did you make all A's throughout your whole academic career in high school?
No.
Okay, what about middle school?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so high school, you didn't make all A's.
No.
Okay, but you're making it now, and you can continue making it. You know, one thing that happened, my son, he was an average student when he was younger. And then when he hit the 7th grade, I didn't even pay attention. I helped him with all the assignments, was the mom that was involved. He started making all A's, never paid attention to it. We went to the award ceremony. My daughter is ahead of him. She was always the gifted, the smart one, everything. So we go to the award ceremony, both of them are there, of course, okay? You're thinking, oh, my daughter, oh, yes, oh, my son, you're there too? You must have A's and B's, you know, oh, you made it in, good job. So, we go to the award ceremony, she's awarded, he's awarded, I can't remember the awards, like, okay, all A's, and then he received the presidential award. And when they called his name, everybody looked like, my boy. From 7th grade, he never ever made a grade lower than an A. So from 7th grade, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th to 12th, he graduated as the salutatorian. And one thing, reason why I share that story is because I remember in 6th grade, his teacher wanted to put him in special education, saying that he could not read. I mean, it was that serious. I was at the school talking to them. He had to have remedial help with his schoolwork. He wasn't understanding, comprehending, and I had to work extra with him. And it was one day I decided to just pop up at the school to check on everybody, and they were having a meeting about him with the psychologist and everything. They didn't tell me about it. And they wanted to put him in special education. I'm like, no, you'll never leave my child, never. Okay, from 7th grade, he never made anything lower than an A. How is only God. So I'm saying that to you, straight A's, every class, every time. Anybody here, straight A's, doesn't matter what your academic history was, you can do it. Why not? You can. Work hard, you can do it. Doesn't matter where you came from or how it has been, you can do it. Now, today's lesson is on time. Time is the most important concept thing that you have to understand in life, because our life is built on time, on seasons, on schedules, on systems. There's a time to be born, there's a time to transition. Everything has a time frame, a time pattern that flows better and works better. When you look at a woman's body biologically, what is the time frame for her? What is the best time, according to the medical field, for her to have children? Before the age of 35, right? And for some people who are in their 30s, I'm like, that's not old. But because before the age of 35, their body begins to change. So there's a time frame that is supposed to happen. Now, when we are operating outside of the time frame things should happen, it makes things very challenging for people. So it's very important that you know your timing, you know your season when you should do certain things. When you do it around that time, it makes life easier. So because everyone has decided, okay, I am in school now, this is my time to learn. Make sure that you're learning. Make sure you're maximizing. If you can take another course, if you can be enrolled in another school, do it. This is the time for you to build up yourself intellectually, academically, professionally, your skills. Take opportunity to build this time, because time and chance happens to everybody. You will have a time, you have a chance. If you miss that moment, you missed it. Someone tell me a famous artist or celebrity or somebody that you know that's no longer on this side of the world that made great impact, or a famous person that has made lasting impact even though they're not here on this side of the world. Does anybody have anybody? Martin Luther King. Everybody is still talking about him. When did he transition? You may not know the exact date, but what time frame? He was in his what? He was in his 30s, just 30s. And he made all of that impact in the world from 20s to 30s. He made significant impact. When you think about your age, okay, let somebody give you somebody else. Who else made lasting impact? Or at least affected some area of life significantly? It may be somebody, we know somebody we don't know, but somebody that you know. So who is it? A person that comes to your mind. Michael Jackson. His music has affected every culture, every planet, every continent, okay? His music still stands. His father, even though people hate him, I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. But if his father did not say, hey, my boy can sing, these boys can sing, you all come together and drill them, train them, you would not know anything about Michael Jackson. The father saw, he was wise enough, saw, gathered his kids together, forced them, made them, and they became great artists. And the only reason why you know about them, because somebody maximized that time. If he did not do that, you would not know about Michael Jackson. That's like anybody else, one more person in a different area of life, anybody else. Somebody we know. What about somebody, a famous, somebody, you're Vietnamese? No, okay.
Donald Trump.
Huh?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, okay, Donald Trump, okay. Donald Trump's journey didn't start now. His journey started in his 20s. He was becoming a name. He was doing things. He was pushing politics and, you know, being a person that people had to pay attention to. It didn't start now. So now, because of what he did over the past years, it gave him an opportunity. He had a chance. He took a chance. If he never said, you know, I'm not gonna run again because of everything that happened, I'm not gonna do it. He said, no, I'm gonna try, and he succeeded. So anything in life, there is time, there is chance. You have to maximize your time and that chance that you have to do something great. Anybody here, everybody we talked about, they have one head and a body. They're not a supernatural human being in that they were made specially. Only one person that's been recorded that came from heaven, that was Jesus, or in any other religion, and they have their own thoughts about that. But everybody else came through the womb and was born. So they're a human being. Any of you, any of us can be great, can have a lasting name. Anybody can do that, and it can start from any moment. So make up in your mind that you will maximize your time. Whatever your passion is, whatever that thing that's been pushing you, moving you, that you say, I have to do something about it. That's good, please. Only what is good. If there's something pushing you to do something that's not good, please don't do it. Don't do it, because it affects so many people. Don't do it. But whatever is good that is pushing you, thriving you, in the back of your mind, I need to invent this. I need to do this. You need to do it. You need to do it because you have time, doesn't wait for anybody. My journey ahead is going to be shorter distance than yours, even though mine is going to be 120. Okay, when I turn 120 years old, I will look just like this, okay? Bet, all right? So no wrinkles, I'm going to be running, I'm going to be fine, I'll be, got it, okay? Like my little kids say, I'm slaying. I think that's right. Anyway, but you understand. So, but if I'm standing in my journey, standing beside you, you still have more years to get to 120 than I do that's left. So I can't play. There's some things in life that you can do that I can't do because of different stages in life and time that's remaining. Okay? So maximize your youth. Maximize your time. Invest in yourself. Build yourself up. Invest in business. Get money. Build up financially. Do that now. It will help you to have a greater foundation for you and your family. Okay, it says that a wise man or a good man leaves an inheritance for his children. You know, not just a name, an inheritance. Leave them with something that they can have that's tangible, that they can continue life in. Make that your determination that when I transition, my family has more than my name. They have something tangible that they are going to continue walking with. So this is why time and learning how to manage it is very important for you, for each one of us at this stage of life. So time management. These things that I will share are in your textbooks, but shared a little differently, but it's with the same basis. So think about that intro when you think about everything else that we talk about time. Of course, you need to manage your time, be in class, do your homework, do your assignments, balance your life, but more than that, balance the time you have on earth and the season that you're walking in. Time management allows you to do more things. The most successful people, billionaires, we're not even talking millions. I don't want you to think about being a millionaire. Think about becoming a billionaire. Why not? If you can make $1 million, you can make $1 billion. Okay? People who operate at that level, they don't do one thing. They do many things. Okay? They're doing their business they're into real estate investments, they're doing so many different things. Traveling here and there, meeting people, have the busiest schedules, but they're still able to do it. One head, just like each one of us, we all have one head, one brain. So you can't say, well, this person is smarter than me than that. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with a person taking advantage of the time that they have. If you're a person that have been wasting time, and which maybe all of us at one point of our life has been guilty of it, create a time log to show how your day is going. Has anyone ever created a time log? To jot down from AM to PM how you spend your day. Anybody? I began doing this in 2019. And because of that, it has helped me to be able to manage, balance, and to be productive. Okay, you can't teach in school here, teach in different other counties, working on PhD and working on the masters, and full-time in ministry, got my own business. It is not easy. And have relationships. It's not easy. But learning how to manage it, time, helps you to be coordinated and be organized. All right, let's talk about the sinkholes. What is eating up your time? Tell me, what's eating up your time? What's eating up your time? What do you waste time on? Come on, tell me.
I feel like I'm gonna call myself out.
Call yourself out. Tell it. Which one?
Have you playing a lot of video games?
Video games? Okay, we haven't heard it. Any gamer here? Any excessive gamer kind of like can do a binge, like some hours, days. One of my students, he said that he went on a 3-day game. That's one game for 3 days. Played it for 3 days. He was so happy. And you do that? Sometimes. Sometimes. You have done it at least once. Okay. All right. So video games. What else? Phone. What aspect? Talking to people or what? Social. Scrolling on the phone. How many hours do you think you can give towards that? In a
12.
day? You smile. How many hours you give?
I don't know, it depends.
Okay, like on what? Like what range?
Maybe 4 at the most.
Okay, somebody give about 4
If
hours.
you really get lost.
How many give about 4 hours? Anybody ever done that? It's been on it, people shaking their head, yeah. Okay, so when you look at this, anything else, anybody else? Somebody talked about napping. They take a 3-hour nap in the middle of the day. Anybody does nappers? Like 2+ hour nappers? Okay, you're like, yeah, I gotta get my nap in. I sleep in. Okay. But do you sleep at least 6 hours at night too? Okay, the napper's still sleeping 3 to 6 hours. And you're getting what, 4 hours or something? 2 or 3. Okay, 2 or 3, so you need that nap, okay? But other people, they're sleeping good hours and taking extra nap. Now, is it wrong? That's your choice. You decide. How is the video gaming, the scrolling, the napping, how is it helping you to reach your goal, be productive, and be effective? You determine that. Okay? If you were to take that time, what else could you exchange for that time? What could that time produce for you? Maybe you have a gift, a talent, an ability. You can actually learn, build up. Somebody can learn a new language. Someone, because you never know what life will be. Tomorrow you might be in, I don't know, somewhere. Where are you going tomorrow? What country? What continent? Tomorrow you're gonna be where? Were you born in the U.S.?
No.
Okay, all right. So did you know when you were 10 years old, you're gonna be in the U.S. now? Okay, you didn't know that. But when did you learn English? Did you learn it there in elementary school, or you had to learn it when you got a little older? Okay, so you had to put some time in to learn English plus everything else, right? So we may go to Vietnam. You gotta learn, okay? So you can invest your time into other things that can benefit you, okay? So think about that. So single, it's not bad, you need your downtime, you need time to relax, of course. Everybody's wired that way. You need some time to do that. But if you give yourself a time frame, I have only given myself, how many hours on a game is realistic? For you gamers, how many hours?
You don't know.
You don't even want to answer that.
No.
Okay, what do you think is a realistic time frame for the game? Gamers. Help fellow gamers out. What's the time? You're like, I'm not changing, I'm not gonna do it, at least not today. How much time? 2 hours? She's not again, they looked at you like
It
2
depends on the
hours.
game.
Yeah, this is the only.
You should saw everybody look at you like 2 hours only? Okay, it depends on the game.
This is the only.
Okay. Really, y'all fierce, y'all not joking.
This again is the mission of the game.
Oh, it depends on the mission of the game too. Okay, y'all are serious gamers, okay. But, have they made games that makes you make money at the same time? Not playing?
For some websites, I don't know.
You don't know if it's real? Okay. Any of you all in school for gaming? You are?
No.
No? Okay. That's what you need to do. You need to develop a game that people can get paid while playing the game. To me, that'll make sense. I will start playing games tomorrow, I promise you. That'll be my new remote job. I will learn how to do it, okay? But you're like, no, I'm not giving it up. Okay, think about it. All right, what about scrolling? How about scrolling on the phone? Can we give up that? What's a realistic time frame for that?
An hour.
Okay, you'll give an hour for that. Anybody else will protest and be like, no, I need more time? She said 3 hours, see? She said 2 hours for the games, but 3 hours for scrolling, all right, Terry? Throughout the day, okay. But what about napping? Anybody, how much time should we give towards napping, minus you, who only sleep 3 hours a night? Anybody, how much time should we take a nap? We think it's good for human.
3 or 4.
Whoa, 3 to 4 hours?
Like an hour.
She said 2 hours. He said 3 to 4 hours, he said an hour.
I'll say two.
You said 2 to 3, okay. Well, anybody working in daycare? In daycare, children like toddlers, so they'll give them about 2 to 3 hour nap, okay? When the child gets to like 4 years old, to kindergarten, their nap time reduces to 1 hour to like 30 minutes, and then to no naps during the day, just like that's how you function, okay? So prior to now that you are out of high school and can nap, were you napping while you were in high school?
Yes.
Really? How did you nap in high school?
I was doing sports, so.
Okay, so you were busy. So as soon as you get home, you take your nap, right? That's because you get up early and then you have your 2-3 hour nap, right? Because you probably stayed up late and had to get up early. That's different. But now that does not apply to your life. Why are we napping so long? Why? Because it just feels good? Possibly, right?
Okay.
You sleeping is free, right? Sleeping is a free activity, okay? Well, that's the way to look at it. I mean, I'm learning some perspectives here. That is great. Now, all of that makes sense, but think about what else can I do with this time? How can I use this time to push me forward and advance me in your life? You might like thinking, I don't want to move forward and advance in life. I want to have fun, enjoy my youth, right? He's like, yeah, you shake your head like, yeah, I want to have fun, I want to enjoy my youth. You can do that too. If you give yourself time to do it, you can have time for fun, time for napping, time to invest in yourself, make money, and do other things. I just want to encourage you, make the time to do other things that will push you forward in life. Someone is already married, right? Married with children, okay? Your whole life priorities is much different, right?
Yeah.
Some of you all would like to be married with children one day, right? All you gamers, y'all not shaking your head. One day, not tomorrow, obviously, right? None of you all want to be in the tomorrow category. He's like, well, maybe, right? Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, okay. So, then plan wisely with your time, okay? I'm learning something. All right, so identify your prime time. What is your prime time? How many are you the morning people? Catch you about 6 a.m., you're good. 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, you're fresh. All right, how many of you are the 2 a.m. people? Yes, you start flowing around too, okay? So, huh?
I'm both.
You vote? Okay, so you kind of manage on few hours at night and then break up in the day, okay? It is good to learn yourself, but also to learn when you're most productive. If you're more productive in the morning, try to do those more difficult tasks then. If you're more productive at night, try to do those things then. Try not to do the things that you enjoy during your time when you're most productive. Use that your productivity time, your prime time, to really push forward, to make progress. All right, have a master calendar. Does anybody know when the test for this class is? Oh, one person actually gave me a date. That is great. Haven't had a date yet. I don't know if it's the 8th though. Sounds kind of far. But, huh? March 9th, you got a date on it? Okay. She knows. You're the only person, y'all two, the only people that ever gave me a date. Everybody was like, huh? We have a test? When? It's coming? For real? Have a master calendar for school. School tip. Put all of your test dates on your calendar on your phone so that you can know they're coming up. Put that along with birthdays, anything that's very important. Put your test dates there on major projects because you never want to be caught off guard and unprepared. So put everything on one schedule. Don't have one here and there because you forget to cross-check. Let everything merge together. And schedule days off for free time. I think you all have mastered scheduling free time, okay? I want you to schedule more productivity time to learn something new this semester while you're in school. Who's gonna take that challenge? I will learn something else, or I'm gonna do something else. Any artists in the room? Musicians? Okay. What's your art? What do you do beats or write songs? You rap and you're a musician too?
No, my bad.
Your friend? Okay. I want you to write more. I want you to sleep a little less, game a little less, write more songs. Okay, get into that garage, put up your studio. You got the equipment? All right, thank you. That's what my sons have done. They put it in the garage, and once they did that, they stopped playing as much games. I'm like, yes. They're rappers too. They have produced some music, and they just got off from it. So I want you to go back to the garage and get your music flowing, okay? Yeah, build yourself up. All right, who else is a musician? Stop showing hands. What type of musician? Draw painting? Okay, yeah. So wake up, stay off Facebook or Instagram, and put some time, at least 1 hour for being creative. You're like, I don't feel like it, but you gotta force it. Anybody else does anything else? Want to learn a new language? Yes.
I'm an amateur voice actor.
Amateur what?
Voice actor.
Oh, that is awesome. So you gotta build your craft and then also look for some work. Yeah, get a job. Why not? Anybody else? Try to get y'all to wake up, get off the phones and do something else. What are you gonna do? Aren't you a boxer or something?
Yeah, I do Muay Thai. I've been up an hour to spar with people recently.
Okay, recently you started doing that?
Yeah.
All right, cool, all right, that's great. I forgot about that, yeah. Yeah. And that can make so much money. You can, no, you can't? I don't know.
Maybe not.
Probably not. What about training other people?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
yeah, because some people may not ever make it to the MMA level, but they want to think that they can. So they'll pay somebody to train them, at least get ready, okay? And then from that, you can create some online content. That'd be really cool. Yes,
I would focus on the computer concept work.
computer concept?
Yeah, computer concept.
Oh, computer concept?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, so what I want to do is just encourage you to use the time that you have to do more things. So I'm gonna ask you by next month about how many songs you created, new songs you got. Okay? All right, what are you gonna do? You know you gotta make money now. You know the family is waiting for you to make some money. So what else you gonna be doing with your time?
Just, play sport.
Play sports?
Yeah.
Okay, football?
Soccer.
That football,
Yeah.
the real football, right?
Yeah, football.
Okay, all right, so are you on a team?
Yeah, I got two.
You got a team?
Just we team and we got like a small jam, the champion.
Okay,
We still on the, computer class.
are you good?
That'd be good.
Okay, why can't did you go to another level?
It's dependent point you set, everything in the back, you know, if you're there, and if you do there, you got three point, you do them, and no point, and, you know, it's gonna be about like 3 or 4 months, for about the whole thing. And after that, they will show like the list, and if you are the top, then you win.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm saying is that if that's a skill that you have, now is the time to maximize it. You know, build up your skill, go practice more, you know, build up that, because you can make money. Footballers are they get paid good money. Anybody follow soccer league? Yes. They get paid so much money, it doesn't make sense. It's amazing. So do these things, build yourself up. You have the time to do it. All right, create a weekly timetable. What do you need to accomplish every week? So we know that we have the gamers, we have the scroll time, we have the fun time. Okay, we have our time for my artistic work, building up my skills, maybe learning a new language, and also time to spend with family. Anybody have their Valentine's ready? Everybody already shop? Going shopping? Going out Valentine's? Nobody's raising their hand. Y'all don't like Valentine's? Okay, all right. Like, no more Valentine's.
I'm broke.
Okay. Well, see, if you gotta spend your time, make some more money, you know, got some Valentine's coming, see? All right, relationships requires money and work and time. All right, so if you don't have a Valentine, be your Valentine. There, all right? And if you want a Valentine and you don't have one yet, build yourself up so that the Valentine can say, yes, I'll be your Valentine. This is so off topic, but why are people doing the whole dramatic proposal things now? Have y'all seen that? Like they do a whole dramatic proposal and has to videotape it and have the big "Will you marry me" signs, balloons. Like, oh, okay, so it's not everybody doing it. Oh, okay, well that's good. It's not everybody. Okay, maybe the ones I watched on television seem like there's many people doing it. So I know a lot of Nigerian artists are doing that now, and I've seen some Americans do that. Big dramatic proposal, spend all the money just to get somebody to say, yes, I do, with the flowers and the balloons and gather their family, something really dramatic. I'm just wondering why they spend all that money for somebody that could say no. Okay. I mean, think about it. Or the person would say yes because they might feel bad, right? And then later they really mean no, and it don't work. So I'm just telling you guys, don't do it. To me, it ain't worth it. Just ask them in private, let them tell you yes or no, with you and your family, and move on to spend your money on your wedding and have a wonderful life. All right, the end. Okay, let's continue on topic. All right, create a portable daily to-do list. Keep it on your phone. Does anybody make to-do lists? 1, 2, shake your hand. Do a to-do list. Do you have to stay by it? You're pretty consistent?
Yeah.
Yes. And how does it help you?
Relatively organized.
To be organized, right?
Yeah.
And not
Good
to
things you must do.
forget.
Schedule that.
Anybody ever forgot something very important? Like, oh my God. Yes. So make sure you have your to-do list. That's what this helps you to do. It helps you not to forget. All right? The most important things. Because it happens to all of us. Sometimes you remember this, sometimes you just don't. So help yourself. Especially events. Anybody forgot somebody's something? You're supposed to be somewhere at somebody's something, somebody's having something. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, so don't forget things. People, don't forget about you folks. Put things on your schedule. Children, you have children. Anybody have such small children or children? You're the only person. All right. Look at him. That's your example. You have children? Okay, how old? 7 months. A little baby. No baby. Oh, you're like something like her. Little baby.
Do 4-legged children
Your
count?
children.
She's still.
Oh, she was pregnant now. Okay, so I would encourage those who don't have children and you didn't plan on having children now, don't have them. And those who give children, don't give nobody children, okay? All right, let's work together, all right? Don't nobody give anybody any, and we all get through our college years easier, right? You understand, you understand, yeah, a lot easier, okay? It makes it easy, I promise you. I did it, I did the children in school, and it's not fun at all, not at all. Graduating with big, it was not easy, woo, Jesus, yeah, I'm doing it. My babysitter quit, my last semester, in my final year, my senior year, she quit. I had to take my child to school with me, yes, but but I made it, I just got college, I did it, yeah. All right, so don't make it work your life hard. All right, control your time and manage surprises. What do you do if someone says, you know what, I need you to come and help, mom or dad needs you to come to do this because, you know, this just came up and, you gotta work, you have to do your schoolwork. So what do you do? If somebody comes to you at the last minute and say, hey, I need your help, what do you do? You say no? What else? What else? Okay, I could do it at a different time. Anybody else, any other responses? Hey, sometimes sacrifice is necessary. So, in situations like this, I would encourage people, yeah, it's so easy to say no. For some people, it's so easy to say no, I don't have that time, the energy, the investment, the finances, or whatever. But sometimes you have it, and it just requires you making a sacrifice and rescheduling your time in your life, which is possible, to help that person and also to move forward at the same time. So I think that there's a balance. There's a balance with saying yes and balance with saying no, because, we all are here. We're all human beings. Anything can happen at any time for anybody. And just because today somebody's asking you for your help, help them. If you can do good, do good. If it costs you a little sleep, a little money, a little time, then, it's worth it. Because one thing about life, you reap what you sow, whether good or bad. That is life. When you get older and things are happening for you, it may be because of some good things you've done or some good things your parents have done. My children are blessed because of a lot of sacrifices I made when they were younger. Okay? They didn't appreciate, Mom, you're always at church, you're always blah, 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 blah. But because of that, they are entering blessed, they're blessed, okay? Because of that was done. Some people, when they get older, is people won't help them, that nobody's around for them, or anything like that. When you have people like that, most times it's because they weren't there for anybody else either. So be that person that's just good. Just be a good person. It doesn't mean everything you say yes to no. But know that if you're saying no, you know why you're saying no. Make up your mind to be a good person. So a good person, yeah, you make sacrifices. There might be some compromises you have to make. Okay? But it's not bad for you to feel a little bit pain while your friend or family is feeling a little pain too. It's not bad. Will they appreciate you? No. That's life. You won't always be appreciated. That is life. You don't always appreciate other people either. That's life. Okay? But do good when you can do good. Even if it costs you something. Now, if you need a break, everybody knows how to break. You all are good breakers. Or work with silence, or turn off your phones, give yourself a mental refresher. Go to anybody like outside, just nature, be fresh air, take a walk, have conversations outside, away from anything technology. It helps the brain, helps to refresh you, revive you a bit, okay? Give you a little more inspiration. If you need to buy some more time, do your shopping online. Anybody are the online grocery shoppers? Have you ever tried it? It's pretty cool, okay? Me, I like to go to the store. I've tried online shopping or let them pick my items and then I go there and just pick up the bags. I tried it, but I didn't really like what they chose, So I'm like, nah, I have to go to the store. That's just me, but I don't have to go to the store, okay? So that's just what I want to do. So if you're doing that, know that that's what you're doing. All right, combat procrastination. Any procrastinators in the house? Raise your hand in there. All right, okay. So, what are you, raise your hands again. All right, what are you not doing? What do you need to do? Yep, call it out. What is it you need to do?
Like I'll do it last minute, But I passed.
Okay, because, that's great, until the life changes happen or something happens and you get off your schedule and you don't have much time. Not that you can't do the work, it's just that you won't have time to do all of it, okay? So try to avoid doing that. How can we help her? She would do her work at the last minute. None of you all do that. None of you, I know that. All of you all are like, oh my gosh, I get my work done on time, way in advance, people. So how can we help her?
Start with a
What
simple
suggestions
task.
can you give
then go
all
to
of
the
you
harder one.
on timers? What can you give her? What suggestion?
Well, what I do is I put down, like, I write down what all needs to be taken care of, and I try to get it taken care of within the next single day, so that I don't have to, so I can have extra free time the day up.
Okay, all right, you plan it. You make it a priority to do it ahead of time. Yes, anybody else?
I just think if you do it, earlier, like the next day, you can just take it off, and, you're just done with the work, like school.
Great. Has anybody thought
Microsoft
about
would
using your school
cost
days
crap.
as your sport days, school work days? You come to class, after class, you go and just do all the schoolwork. Anybody try that plan? You're like, I don't wanna do that. You're looking at me, I don't wanna do that. That's not fun. All right, so try it. It'll help you to avoid procrastination. You have lounges, you have so much incentive to rest and chill and do your work. So just begin. Oh, who else needs to begin something? Who needs to begin something? A lot of hands went up. Any more procrastinators? You have an essay due. When is it due? Honestly, you even know the date in your head. So you wait 15, 14, oh, today is the 13th, I got 3 more days. So you can actually go sit down and write it right now, today. Anybody else? Who else? What you gotta do?
It's just getting ready.
Get
It's
ready.
like, sometimes I'll think I'll have extra time asleep, and then I wake up and then I'm like rushing to get out.
Okay, so you're the snoozer until you gotta run out the door right now type person, okay?
And then it takes me a while to get ready, so.
Anybody got a tip for her? Prepare the night before. Then you can snooze until it's run out the door.
Just get up.
Oh, just get up, right?
On the first one.
On the first one, don't
You're
give
not
me,
gonna wanna go back to sleep.
don't give you a snooze option, right? That is true, okay, anybody else? Any other procrastinations we need to do? Come on, we're winning this semester, okay? We're all gonna have accomplishments. All right, we need to balance our school and family demands. How many of us have a lot of responsibility in our families? Like a lot, like maybe kid parents, you helping with the parents, you helping siblings, or you helping with your child, or anybody helping a lot? Not many people here, okay? So you have to make sure that you plan to spend time. One thing about babies, this is a tip, the children, when they're small, some people will say, oh, you gotta be around. They won't remember that you're not there, because they're a baby. A child will remember you when they're turned about 4 years old. That's just reality. They will not remember anything that happened in life prior to 4 years old. 3 maybe, but not 4. So if you need to take 5 jobs and go to every school, do everything, kiss your child on the forehead, speak wonderful things over them, make sure they look good and taken care of, all of that stuff, do it. Because when this season is over, it is over, right? And when they grow up, they won't remember. They won't even know. The people around you be like, you never spent time with the babies. You be like, no, but in your mind, they don't even know that you're not spending time with them. They don't even know they have you. As long as they're fed and they have a dry pamper, that's all they care about. They don't care who does it. That's life, okay? And so don't allow yourself to be under guilt. Do what you need to do. Now, balance school and work demands. Full-time workers, any full-time workers in the house? All right, keep it balanced, make sure you keep your jobs. We want you to stay working, we want you to keep making money, keep making progress, okay? So make sure you have the right balance, and make sure you're doing well on your job. Give yourself opportunities to advance, go somewhere else without any stress. And last thing we do is evaluate. Have to have a time of evaluation. So maybe your evaluation could be at the end of the day, the end of the week, or the end of the month, to see how far you have come? Are you making progress? Are you accomplishing your goals? Are you staying on task, or are you really falling behind? Okay? Reevaluate, fix it, keep going. All right, do you need to do something differently? And we said that. All right, my people, the end. Keep pushing, moving forward, be great. Have a great day.